All right, so let's dive in. This is kind of the timeline. I talk about get ready and wait a lot. We're going off to school here in the fall this year. It's 26 now. We did our admissions all the way back, applications all the way back starting in August. Schools are taking still applications, by the way. So as you'll see, if you get to some schools and you don't have any competitive ones, go apply to another school that might give you a better offer. That's not over yet. So there are schools like really actively still trying to get their seats full, and they don't know, and that's why they're pressuring you with, get your stuff to us, get in your deposit, otherwise you won't have a bed. So that's not going to happen. So kind of the way this rolls out is we've applied and then we wait, right? Well, if you want to talk to just a little bit on those folks that make that decision to do an early decision and how
Mhm.
that timeline is going to differ a little and how it folds in here.
Yes. So if you're a parent of a junior or a sophomore, if your student applies through an early decision application plan, which early decision means binding, students can only apply to one school early decision. Usually they have a November 1st deadline as well. And that agreement is saying that if I'm admitted, I will attend your school. Early decision benefits colleges because it's a slam dunk guaranteed customer. They know that you're coming if they admit you. And as Joe just said, colleges often, now, not your top 50, not your top 100. Those are not schools that are maybe struggling year to year to fill all their seats. But just below that tier, often schools are really wanting to know who's a slam dunk customer. So those students would find out usually right before the winter holidays that they've been admitted. Often, a financial aid award letter will be included in that admissions decision if you've applied for aid by the application deadline for early decision as
Mhm.
well. But often, part of the challenge with early decision is you are agreeing up front that you're going to go. Now, what I do know, it's not something that colleges will advertise, and it's not something every school will do, but you can request of the financial aid office if your student is thinking about an early decision application. You can ask in advance, like in the summer, if they might do a pre-read to give you a sense of what you might qualify from them. There's calculators and things you can do too, but that specific school that your student might ED at, you can ask for that. No guarantee they'll do it, but you can ask. And then your student's applying ED with a more informed, sense of what the financial aid might look like. That's the risk of ED. You're binding yourself in maybe without knowing the exact bottom line.
Yeah. Yeah. So the financially read the net price calculator on the website is a good tool. And I think I have it in here, but it is a good way to hold them accountable if you don't get a good offer. So
Yes.
doing that at calculator now, before you even maybe have your financial aid award letter, you know what went into your FAFSA and your profile. I usually encourage people to go get it at price calculator from that school. I mean, you hopefully already have a good idea, but you want to make sure you get a fair shake and you get the right type of aid offered. So, because like where we're at in this process, we'll come back to the analysis and how do you put it all together. But you will get that acceptance, and even if you're not early decision, you'll typically get an acceptance and hey, here's your initial scholarship offer. So it won't be a full financial aid award letter. That's the thing to be aware of. It doesn't mean that's all you're going to get. But if you're not a need-based candidate, that's probably all you're going to get.
Mhm. Yep.
You may be invited to apply also in this period to say, hey, you've gotten the $30,000 per year scholarship, or the presidential scholarship. We're also inviting you to apply for the Admiral Scholarship for another 15,000. So for full ride. So those things are happening right now. Most of those are kind of already being shaken out, where you probably have, even if you were invited to some of those, you probably have that answer by now as well. And now you're kind of, like I said, getting ready and waiting because the full financial aid award letter, smaller schools get them out sooner, just because they have less to process. But they need to know who's committing, getting everything from the FAFSA and the federal, and then they got to process those, and then your full financial aid award package comes, which includes scholarships as well as need-based financial aid. So from federal, state, and the school. So just if you've I said, like, if you're on this line, if you are a financial aid candidate, you know that. If you have a scholarship offer, hold on, because you might be getting more. So just continue to, until they get you that award letter. And if you're not, this is the time you need to begin to appeal to other schools for more scholarship money. So if you know you're not a financial aid candidate, say your student aid index is well above what the school costs, you want to begin that process now, because those dollars will go up, that will go. So we'll talk about how to do that well and how the difference between the two. But if you've got scholarship offers, start tomorrow with your appeal process. We'll talk through how to do that. And then decision day, officially, unofficially, is May 1st. So it's still kind of it's a nice to have for the school. But it's not, they can't require you. But it's a good idea to stay on that timeline because that gives you also some clarity. Let's just get done with this thing. Let's plan where we're going. Let's go be a tiger. Let's go be whatever that mascot is. Let's get moving. So hopefully tonight will give you some ability to have a runway to get through that.